Hey friends. Hi, Sarah here. How are you? I'm happy to see you. Hello. How's everyone doing? We have so many beautiful, amazing people here. We have, Sarah is here. So excellent name. Marissa is here. Hello, Tim, JC Fabs, Carmen, Gemma. Hello. Forsaken Fallen is here. Numberless Dreams is here. Charlie is here. Hello. Hi. Am I early tonight? Oh no, you're early tonight. Okay. I was like, no, I think I'm right on time. Um, Hi, welcome. I'm happy to see you. I have cups of tea with me today. Hello, LA Baker author is here. Oh my gosh, Damien is here. Hello. Dahlia is here. Good. Having a nice, relaxing evening reading articles. That sounds amazing. I love it. The best merch design you've ever done for Hannahpocalypse. When do we get to see this? Damien, when do we get to see this? Oh no, Anne. Oh no, 8 miserable days of antibiotics, but the cat seems so much better. Good. Oh, poor little baby. Poor little babby. Okay, soon. Okay, Damien says soon. Oh, very cool. Annie says, hi, you can't see, but I have the house to myself tonight, so this will be a wandering the house create along. Annie, I love that idea. And you're not even a few minutes late. It's 7:02, and sometimes I don't even show up until 7:02. So you're fine. You're not late at all. I'm happy you're here. Sarah's living from her bed. It's the only place where the temperature is okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. How's everybody's week been? How are you doing? How is your heart? I didn't mean to slurp my tea. I didn't have a good gauge on how low the the liquid was in the mug. I've had a very kind of busy week. Just I have like it's one of those weeks where I have like a big event like every day that I have to like plan for. And I'm one of those people that like if I have something at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, I'll like be looking at the clock all day and say like, okay, well, if it's at 4 o'clock, I'll need to start getting ready at 3. And before that, I need to do this and this. So really I need to get those chores done by 2. And I want to get like a workout in and a shower. So it's like an hour, hour and a half. So really it's noon and it's like 10:30 now. So it's only an hour and a half. And and I just somehow waste my entire day waiting for an event. Um, oh, disgustingly hot out. Okay. Hate it and everything. Ordering poutine for dinner. That sounds amazing. My brother, who lives in Canada, has told me about chip wagons, which is apparently a thing. Anne says, so busy. I have Friday and Monday off. Good. Gonna take one of those days to write. I love it. Numberless Dream says, ramping up to job, contract, and new job. I will miss my naps. Oh, I don't have any good solutions for you other than I sympathize. I was like, oh, maybe you could like go home on your lunch break and take a nap. Or I remember when I was at the marketing agency, sometimes over lunch, I don't know if this was like legal or whatever, but I would like go out to the parking lot and like crack my windows a little bit and like take it like and recline my seat, lock the doors, and like take a nap in my car. Um, I used to do that a lot. Midori is here. You want to say hi? Hello. Hello, she says. She's doing a little better. I have her on new kidney food. So the food's not made of kidneys. The food is just good for her kidneys. And she seems to be doing a little bit better. It's a different kind of food. The last one, she was only eating like a tablespoon a day. But this one, I think that she's, eating a little more of it. So yes. Yes, I worry about you. Yes, it does sound like a friendly haunting. Annie says that she'll be wandering the house. Dahlia says, Wandering the house sounds like a friendly haunting. That's beautiful. Anne says this week has been better and busy. Good. I love to hear it. Very meh for falling Hoshi. Totally get it. Oh no, miserable. Oh, Forsaken Fallen says, my week has been absolutely miserable, to be totally honest, but I have 3 stories plotted, so that's one good thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh, I feel like everybody's having like a really awful time. Hey, Stuffers is here. Hi, Stuffers. Yeah. Heat wave, bad sleep. It's a tiring week, says Sarah. Yeah. Dolly H says, my week has been up and down, not too busy, but I've picked up some fun research books. Ooh, an inspiration for all but my main sci-fantasy novels has come, but I've been making progress on the outlining too. Good. I love to hear it. Ooh, a teaser trailer and official launch date. Oh, I'm going to have to look at those, Damien. I have not been good at Twitter today. I need to go out there. Yes. Oh. Jason, we would love it if you can stay too. I hope your computer doesn't crash. Oh, geez. Speaking of crashing, Falling Hoshi says, my computer burned out my new microphone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. JC Fab says, my week has been so-so, some writing and then nothing. Oh, good. You had a coworker with a yoga mat and took a nap in the meeting room during lunch. I love it. That's innovation. That's innovation. Oh my gosh, a lot of crashing technology. Stuffer says, my laptop bit the dust, so I'm using my Chromebook as a backup, and I'm painfully reminded why I don't use this piece of junk except when it's a necessity. Oh my gosh. Well, Carmen has some good news. Niece and nephew arrived 2 weeks ago. Why do you look so alarmed? She's just very alarmed all of a sudden. Carmen says, my niece and nephew arrived 2 weeks ago, so I got to meet them this week. Oh, lovely. Haven't got much writing done, hoping to get some words down today. Good. Good. No ghost story tonight for Annie, despite that the friendly haunting sounds awesome. It needs a bit more vision, but the wishing app story needs more words. Yes, totally. Hey, Monty's here. Grandbaby duties. Yeah, awesome. Working on writing prompts for Monty tonight. I love it. Yeah, it's definitely a week for computer issues. I'm so sorry, everyone. Yes, Charlie says Midori senses evil or a distinct lack of food. Well, I fed her for a second time today. I guess she's making up for not eating the previous kind of food. So you should be pretty happy with the food you have. But yeah. Wow, I'm sorry you guys are kind of having a rough week. I don't even know what my week has been. I got back from my writing retreat at some point last week. And we did, I think we did our create along last week, right? Yeah, we did a create along last week. And it's all kind of been a blur since then. Oh, hi, Laura. You didn't miss anything. Hey, Takara's here. Welcome, Takara. Napping rooms. That sounds beautiful. Marissa says, when I worked at a middle school in Korea, we had napping rooms for the teachers. Oh, the floor was heated. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Oh, good. Steffer says the Spectre table read sessions for episodes 1 and 2 are scheduled for next weekend. Yay. So I'm prepping for that. Episodes 1 to 7 are in their final form. Now you just need to knock out 8 to 10. Steffers, yes. Yes. I don't think the retreat so I think the retreat live stream was 2 weeks ago. And then last week I was back here. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think I was back here last week. But we had Tim had a bit of a COVID scare, and we didn't want me to potentially get COVID. And so I ended up staying in a hotel for a few days past my retreat for writing retreat part 2. So yeah. Yay, she's back to eating her food again. That's good. Sarah says, Starting school back in a week, I'd forgotten how weird it can be. Yeah, stressful in a way. Hope I don't feel like the old aunt in the back of the class. No, you're going to be amazing. You're going to be amazing. And I hope you learn a lot and contribute a lot and do all of the things that you want to do. Man, apparently I need to go to Korea where there are heated floors. Like, it's just the best idea. It's just the best idea. It's like heated seats in a car. My car's not that fancy, but I've ridden in cars that have heated seats. Hey, Jay Michaela is here. Welcome. Yes, heated floors and a cat nap. Okay, you guys are making me tired. I don't want to fall asleep during the stream. I'm going to like sip my tea and try to wake up a little bit and not think about the glorious luxury that is heated floors and naps. Oh my gosh, heated floors in bathrooms. Oh my gosh, that's the best. I know naps are wasted on the youth. I know. We need to make some like cultural changes where like just naps are acceptable for everybody and hustle culture is done and gone. Speaking of hustle culture, there's a new episode of the Right Now podcast out today. I'm not 100% sure it's out on Apple Podcasts yet because sometimes they are a little slow to pick things up. But I'm just checking to make sure it's out on, yes. So it just came out today. It's called Too Afraid to Create. And those of you who have been, hanging out for these last several ride-along sessions, you know that lately I've just had some really big writer's block lately, and it comes down to fear. Hey, Rebellious Comet is here. Hi. So yeah. Anyway, I talk about hustle culture and how a lot of, at least personally, my fear. Oh, good. You all have notifications for it. You're all wonderful. I talk a little bit about how, here in the US, we have this culture where we're taught that we only have value, or we only feel like we have value if we're busy producing something. And, I believed that. And, to a degree, I think I probably still believe it. I feel tremendously guilty when I realize I need to take a nap because, A, I'm afraid that I'm not being productive during that time. B, I'm afraid that other people will judge me like, oh, that's privilege. Sarah gets to take a nap. C, I feel like, why am I so tired? I shouldn't be tired. I should have lots of energy and I should be working. Why am I tired? Am I sick? Is there something wrong? So like I go through all of these different fears. And then I don't create. But so anyway, talking a little bit about hustle culture and yes, nap guilt. Shannon says nap guilt is a very, very real thing. It is. It is. Wow, heated leather floors. I feel like that would damage the leather, but I really, don't really know what I'm talking about. So power to that person. Japan has heated toilet seats. Why is everyone else so much more advanced than I am? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, hi, are you back? Okay, the only downside about Midori's new food is she loves it and she eats it and she eats a good healthy amount of it, but it smells really bad. And so like she just leapt up here and I was like, oh, it just smells so bad. Oh, yeah. Steffer says, I've been experiencing a little bit of imposter syndrome paired with a fear of success. Yes. So I totally get it. It's hard to tell that some little voice in the back of my head to shut up sometimes. Yeah. And like the thing about that is, that little voice is trying to keep us safe. It's trying to keep us from, what we're afraid of. So it's trying to keep us from getting hurt, being ridiculed. Oh, good. Congrats, Anne. Being made fun of. That little voice of fear, it's trying to protect us. So it's like it's trying to be our friend. Excuse me. And fear, as I talk about in this podcast episode, it's the thing that like keeps us from like running out into traffic or like getting into fights with like really big, heavily armed people. Like fear keeps us alive. It keeps us from getting into risky, dangerous, or harmful situations. And but sometimes our brains don't know the difference between getting into a fight with a grizzly bear and publishing your short story where people can read it and comment on it. Like, they both spark the same amount of anxiety and fear. And we respond by like fight or flight. And it's like, okay, flight, I'm not going to publish the story. I'm going to run away from the grizzly bear, or like roll like a log, or I don't know, however you get a grizzly bear to stop chasing you. Don't come here for the outdoorsy advice. That's not something I'm able to offer you. Hey, hi. Tim is here. Hi, Tim. Almost forgot it was Wednesday. Well, I am glad you are here, my friend. I am glad you are here. Tim says, I used to fear success until I found out how long it takes to accomplish it. Yes, it is. When people talk about overnight success, I don't believe in overnight success. You may be discovered by one person overnight, but you don't get your success overnight. You work really, really hard to hone your craft. And then Oprah discovers you, and all of a sudden you're a millionaire. Well, you didn't become that successful overnight. You put your hard work and your time and your energy into, writing that novel for 7 years. And, it's 7 years of hard work that made for that success. So yeah. Oh, good. Jay Michaela says, just wanted to hang out a little. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Oh, good. Spouse enforced writing break. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Something about not putting more stress on my bad hand after writing some, oh my gosh, 12 to 14,000 words in less than a week. Oh my gosh. That's what caused the damage. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here with us. I hope you're okay. I hope you're healing. Gosh, yeah. Mm. Charlie suggests making tea for the giant bear and then running. I mean, that sounds good. Like, tea is calming. Or maybe you could sing to the bear. Because doesn't music calm the savage beast or whatever? Um, just sing to the bear and it will like probably fall asleep, and then you can leave. There we go. Wilderness survival camp with Sarah. I'll have to make sure that our writing retreat is not a wilderness writing retreat. I don't want you all to get mauled by bears, because I would have a lot of explaining to do. Yeah, when it comes to publishing or the bear, Jay Michaela says, I would rather meet the bear. I love a fuzzy animal. I'm scared of publishing despite being published. Yeah. There's so many things. There's so many things. Yes. Stepher says, I'm okay when that little voice is actually protecting me. Right. It's when it's preventing me from doing what I want and need to do. That's when I get annoyed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, Takara says, what do you do when your next book idea doesn't flow like you want? There's a few different things you can do. If your project right now isn't flowing, if you want, an option is to put it on hold and start another project. You can also do like a little diagnosis, a little audit, and say, okay, take a step back, look at the project that isn't flowing like you want it to, and say, what's going on here? What did I expect? What were my expectations for this project? And what's happening right now? And where is there a disconnect? So why is this not flowing? Like, am I doing something differently than I expected I would do? Am I just not really interested in the subject matter? Am I not in love with these characters? Or is it something else? And maybe journal about it for a little bit, and yeah, give it some thought. I mean, you could also just keep pushing through, but I would actually take the time to think about like why it's not flowing the way that you want it to, if it's the right project to work on right now. Yeah, I would start there. That's a great question, Takara. Thank you for asking that. Yes, yes. Oh, I like that. Steffer says overnight success that we were just talking about should instead be called overnight visibility. Yes. That is exactly what it is. That's so good. Give the bear moonshine, I mean water. Oh, that's right. Is everybody hydrating today? I've got specifically not moonshine here that I am drinking. So I have a problem. So, like, in addition to the water and the tea, I also, just to be extra, extra, um, I made a fresh cup of really, really hot peppermint tea that I'm going to go to after I'm done with this tea. And just as a backup, I have a sparkling water as well. So I am very going to be very well hydrated tonight, I think is what I'm saying. Yeah. Anne says, I'm going to either do one of two things. I'm going to either make an attempt at finishing chapter 2 or work on this scarf while listening to podcasts. And both of those sound perfectly lovely. Okay, Tim, if it's hard seltzer, I don't know if it counts. If it has alcohol in it, I don't know if it counts as hydrating. I think that dehydrates you. Yes, one of these days I'm going to have moonshine. Maybe that'll be like a special, it'll be like a very special episode. And I'll just be here with like, this is going to be like full of some kind of cocktail. And you can just progressively write with me as I get more and more drunk. We'll have to do a special edition of the Create Along for that. Damien, go get some water. Yes, wild berry seltzer, sure to calm the bear. Oh, I like that a lot. So what's everyone working on tonight? I should say a couple things before I dive into that. Some of you have already shared what you're working on tonight, which I appreciate. I really like that. What was I going to say? Oh, that's right. So this is a create along, but that doesn't mean you have to necessarily create along. You are very, very welcome to, depending on what your energy feels like, depending what your heart feels like today. If you are not in a place where creating would feel good, if you are on the edge of burnout, if you are in a bad emotional place, or any number of reasons where you feel like writing would not be a healthy decision tonight, please take care of yourself and use this time instead to breathe, maybe do some journaling, do some meditation, play some video games, take a nap, read a book, listen to a podcast. There's a new episode of the Right Now podcast out. Take care of yourself. This is a time for you to nurture your creative spirit. And with that in mind, all of those things that I just mentioned, resting in its various forms, are part of the creative process. Again, something I have to remind myself a lot. So if you need to rest tonight, please do that. You also don't have to write. If you want to work on, I saw some of you are knitting and crocheting. I know we have some quilters. If we have some fabric artists, we have some, I know that some of you even cook, and like that's like super creative and awesome. So whatever creative project you want to work on tonight, please do that. Please be welcome to do that. Ooh, okay. Yes, create along the drinking game. Oh, that could get really dangerous. Monty is drinking Earl Grey tea with honey. That sounds beautiful. Anne says, I'm working on editing a short story I forgot to edit for posting this morning. Okay. Ooh, J. Michael DeAngelis says, tonight I have to do a podcast transcript. Good, good. I love that. Getting podcast transcripts up on your website. I love it. Good. Sarah says, I'm so tired. It's going to be SimCity. Good, 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 good. Takara says, I love the characters, but the story isn't coming to me like it was before. Oh, interesting. I wonder if maybe you just need to take a short break from the story and let your creative energy regenerate. So maybe listening to a podcast or watching a favorite movie or reading a book, whatever it is that helps you recharge and get inspiration again creatively, maybe give that a try. Do some input instead of output. Oh, Hades and Persephone myth means labyrinth. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of this. A moose getting drunk on fermented crab apples. Moose are scary. Was it in our group that we were talking about moose? Mooses? I don't remember. Maybe it was my siblings and I, because my brother lives in Canada, so we talk about moose a lot. They're big. Don't mess with them. They're real scary. Hey, Natasha's here. Inebriate along. I like that. Lara says, I'm working on reading my book for this weekend's book club. It was my choice. Oh, so I better not be the one who doesn't finish. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good look. What book is it? What book did you choose? I always get anxious when it's, well, I'm not in a book club right now, but I've been in a number of book clubs over the years. And I always get really anxious when it's my turn to choose a book because I feel like I have to choose something, A, that will please everyone, B, that's like perfect and cannot be judged in a bad way in any way. Like C is representative of me as a person because I feel like people are going to like tie my personality to the book I choose and like judge me based on that. I don't know. There's a lot of pressure with choosing a book for the book group. So good for you for doing that. Moose, no plural. Okay, people are jumping in here. Charlie says we take a shot every time Midori tries to drink the tea. Jason says I'm writing a scene between two characters that have appetites that I don't have. So after the reboot, I'll hopefully be able to get into my files again. I hope so. I'm worried about your computer. I hope you have everything backed up. Whether on some kind of like hard drive or to like a Dropbox or some sort of like cloud service. Save your work. Everybody, save your work. Make that a point tonight. Hydrate, and then save your work. Okay? Okay, take a sip, save your work. Oh, might postpone writing because you have a kitty. Yeah, cats are really good at distracting us from writing. I know this firsthand. Dahlia says, I'm working on my outline tonight, though if I get frustrated, back to reading. Good. It's always good to have a book waiting in the wings. Shannon says, I'm going to hang on to my heating pad since my pushy world in a hurry stress has decided to show up in my back today. Oh, geez. Literally have to sit still now, which is not my specialty. Oof. Well, enjoy the heating pad. I know it's hard to sit still. It's hard for me to sit still too. I get anxious. I get panicky. I get guilty. I get guilty about most things, I guess. One of the joys of being a Midwesterner, maybe, I don't know, or maybe it's just a thing with all people all the time everywhere is we're just guilty. We just feel guilty. But don't feel guilty. Enjoy the heating pad. I hope it heals you and provides you some comfort. Take deep breaths. Be kind to yourself. Something else that's hard for us to do, I think. Damien says, I'm finishing this design, which I can't wait to see, and then maybe some writing. I love it. JC Fab says, tonight I will be redeveloping a short story and drinking a rose milk tea with ice. I don't know what that is, but it sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. Editing, says Jay Michaela. That's a concept. Ooh, I could maybe work on editing that first run through, making a Princess of Mars queer edition. Lovely. Yeah, editing is definitely a choice tonight. Jimmy, you've missed all of my best material. Also, hi and welcome, and I'm glad you're here. Oh man, warm welcomes to Jimmy from everyone here. Yes, thank you. Jay Michaela says the plural of moose is be very polite. Yes. The plural of moose is moosies. I appreciate that. Oh, I haven't read this, Laura. Constant Rabbit by Jasper Ford. I have the Austen Society, the Jane Austen Society, and like a couple of his other books, I think. Is that right? Jane Eyre Society. Jane Eyre Society. I think that's what it was. Yeah, go easy on yourself. That's one of those things that Sorry, these comments, you guys are great. These comments are fantastic. Got a vote for Moosey's by Rebellious Comet, which I appreciate. Tim says, I should be working on research for an interview, but there's also an Xbox to my right. Can you like split the difference? Like do like 30 minutes on one and 30 minutes on the other? Air Affair, thank you. The Jane Austen Society, where did I get that? Oh my gosh, the Air Affair, thank you. Ooh, Shannon says, quote of the day that I heard today. Don't compare your insides to someone else's outsides. And Shannon is asking Jimmy to write a poem about that. That's amazing. So if anyone tonight wants a prompt, there you go. It's right here in the comments. Jimmy says, if a moose comes to your door, answer it, or it'll bring more than one moose, possibly the earls, to force you to decide their plurals. Did you just come up with that? Holy cow. Yes, Jane Austen wrote Pride and Prejudice and 5 other fully completed novels and a incomplete. You're going to be like wondering if I'm a writer at all today with my grammar and my speech terribleness. Cassandra, I think, was a collection of short stories or plays, maybe. Yeah. Dahlia says, and when you're driving and you see 2 on the road, it's moosies. Yes, I think it's the moonshine. Anne says, I think that's the moonshine. Yes. So I got an early start on our drink along. No, this is just tea and the water is just water. I am just, this is just my brain that you're witnessing. So enjoy. Good. Takara says, I'm just relaxing. Good, good, good. I hope that that will bring you the recharge that you need. And tomorrow you'll be able to kind of start fresh and you'll feel the story flowing again. And if not, let us know. Oh, Sanditon. Yes, Persuasion. I'm trying to think what my favorite one was to read. I thought Fanny Price was like, or wait, what's the Fanny Price one? I am just in no place to, oh my gosh. I'm not allowed to talk anymore today. I'm going to lose all of my like academic cred. Mansfield Park. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Yeah, my brain is just like, there's like a little sensor in my brain. It's just like, beep. It's just flatlining. It's, yeah. Grammar and speech terribleness is how one identifies a writer. A writer, for one for whom words are harder than they are for other people. Yes. Jimmy, I need a story about this. Jimmy says, little known fact, Jane Austen's grandson, Steve, was a test pilot who nearly dies in a crash and who was rebuilt with cutting-edge 1970s bionics and once fought Bigfoot. I want this story, please. Yes. And maybe he saw some moosies. Oh, it is. Oh, no. Numberless Dreams. Thank you. Yes. The Poorly Shod Shoemaker. Yes. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, I'm in Queer Pride and Prejudice. I'm Mrs. Bennett. I need to do some recording for that, actually, I think. But okay, yes. Yes, hello. Hi. Welcome. We're gonna do some creating a longing. And if you've never done this before, if you've never been here before, hi and welcome, and you are wonderful, and I'm so glad you're here. This space is a space for creatives of all kinds. So whether you're writing or painting or cooking a chicken, I don't know why my brain went to cooking a chicken. Maybe I'm hungry. Train of thought. Welcome. That's where I was. So the way this works is I'm going to go ahead and put up our little banner here that says we're writing until 8:30 p.m. Central. And so what we do is we get together, we chat like we've just been doing. We write for about an hour-ish, and then we come back together in an hour-ish, and you will be summoned by the beautiful sound of the Alpenhorn. And then we'll talk a little bit more about how your writing session went, how you're feeling about it. Again, you can use this time to do whatever you need to do to fuel your creative spirit. So if that is drawing or coloring or petting a cat or staring out the window or playing Stardew Valley, whatever it is you need to do tonight to feel creatively whole, I want you to do that. Let's see. It is currently 7:36, so we're going to be writing for just about 50 minutes. We'll come back at 8:30 p.m. Central, so that is 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I think that's it. I think that's what the spiel that I usually give. During this time, I don't check chat a lot during this time, but my mods will be keeping an eye out to make sure everything is okay and happy and good and safe. And I'm also going to mute myself so that you're not hearing me clicking and sipping and, you know, singing or whatever it is that I do while I write. You are free, of course, to play music in the background if you like. I like to keep it silent just because not everybody likes the same kind of stuff playing. I like silence when I write because I'm picky. Yes. Oh, no moose in your residential areas. I mean, like, that's probably good because then you don't get like a moose charging through your house. So, like, yay, bright side. And with that, I think we're gonna be good. I'm gonna have my 9 different beverages here, and I'm gonna be hydrating. And I think that's all I have to tell you right now. So are you ready? Are you ready to either create or to not create and enjoy yourself and find peace? Doesn't that sound nice? Let's do this. All right, here we go. Welcome back, writers and creators and friends. I see my friend Tamara is here. Hello, I'm happy to see you. How was that? I saw there was a lot going on in the comments here. So first I'm going to take down our banner. This is my website. Whoops. This is my website. And then this is where you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. So feel free to do that. Jimmy said, I have to admit, I don't have very much in the creative tank tonight. Charlie said, I'm adding books to the library tonight instead of working on my own stuff. Yes. Yes. Mike said, hello. Mike, I don't think you're still here. But I'm happy to see you. Forsaken Fallen says, if this week doesn't result in my villain origin story, it will be a miracle. The upside is that I'm liking the short bursts of writing I'm getting done between increasingly more annoying bursts of fireworks. You are having such a rough week. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's so awful. I'm glad that you're finding joy in the small bursts of writing you're able to do, but wow, do I not want you to have a terrible week like you're having. So gosh, I'm sending you sympathy and love and all sorts of creative solidarity. Oh no. Well, Jason, I'm glad your computer is fixed, and that's all we'll say about that. Tim says, my brain is apparently stuck firmly in neutral, so it's either a pillow or Xbox. Yes, night everyone, happy creating. Yeah, I think a lot of us were feeling that tonight. How about everybody else? Nice. J. Michael DeAngelis says, finish the transcript before the horn started, before the horn sounded. Good, I love that. Oh yeah, Jimmy says, turns out I saw a decent newsletter today on the subject of boredom and creativity. Yes, if you guys don't subscribe to, Jimmy has a newsletter called Thursday with an exclamation point, and it comes out on Wednesdays because Jimmy. And it's really great. I really enjoyed the installation today about creativity and boredom. And I needed to remember that message today. So Jimmy, thank you for that. Steffer says, I'm actually really pleased with my progress. I pushed through a scene that I've really struggled with tonight. And once I crossed that barrier, things were substantially easier. Good, 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 good. That's a great feeling, Steffers. I'm so happy. Let's see. Wow, 800 words. Heck yeah. That's like more than I write in a whole day. Wow, that's amazing. It might secretly want to be a novella, so I'm going to have to do some work to get it into the word count. Totally. Annie says, I got the beginning of my scene handwritten, beautiful, in which the narrator inadvertently demands to know the given name of a rock. Answer, calcite if you insist, but most people just say stone. That's beautiful. Anne's crochet pattern went off the rails, had to go back and rework part of it. I feel like that's like par for the course for the evening. It's just a lot going on. Ooh, Anne posted a short story. I love it. Yes, creative solidarity. Now there, Shannon says, is a powerful set of words. Yes, that's what this whole group is about. Creative solidarity. It's what we're here for. Dahlia says, outlined a few scenes. I write probably longer bits than most, which means I'm 3/4 the way through the second act. Lovely. I just have to finish it and get through the third act. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. What a good feeling. What good progress. Tamara says, I'm doing a thing. I am reviving my blog after a 2-year hiatus. That's awesome and amazing. And I need it immediately. No, not immediately. I don't want to put pressure on you. I'm just very excited that you're doing this. So good. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Marissa says, I took a break from writing and read instead. I started Sylvia Moreno Garcia's new book, Velvet Was the Night. Oh, they wrote Mexican Gothic. Yeah, which I own and have not read yet. So I think I need to read that. I love Mexican Gothic and I'm excited for this one. Good, good. Like I said earlier, sometimes we need input. We can't just always output. Yes. Oh, there's some beautiful comments here. Jimmy says, because Jimmy is the answer to so many odd questions. Yes. Jay Michaela says, Gene Carter of Mars editing is going smooth. Reading it aloud to spouse to spot mistakes in spite of dyslexia. And it's fun because I can sound Virginian. That is delightful. That is delightful. Damien says, I didn't get to writing tonight, but I still feel good after finishing that design. Yes, and putting out a trailer today. You have done enough, my friend. I think I'm good. I think you're good. I think it's time for Damien to rest. I don't think Damien rests enough. I don't think probably most of us rest enough. Yes, good to relax and not beat yourself up about it. Good, 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 good. That's what I want. Monty says, I only wrote 339 words down, but it's the most I've written all week. I will take it as a win. Monty, I'm one of those writers. I'm a very slow writer, and I'm doing a lot of work to help myself acknowledge and make peace with that. 300 words is like 300 to 500 words is like a full day output for me. So you've done well. Good. JC Fab said, I wrote a new outline, then had to read some articles. Lovely, 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 lovely. Jason says, I have my episode outline. I'm on point 11 of 12. I feel like you're almost there. Oh, one thing I didn't say that I usually like to say is, you know, when we come back, welcome back from writing, I guess. And also, if you are in a place of flow, if you are in a place where you are feeling the creative flow and energy, mute me, get out of here, go do your thing. You don't have to like wait for me to stop talking or anything to keep creating. Like go do your thing if that is something that speaks to you. Oh. Rebellious Comet says, the friend I made baby hats for is currently in the hospital getting ready to meet their baby. I spent the whole time texting them. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I love tiny babies. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful gift. Oh, Damien is doing sellout time. You're so good. You're so good. Yes, rest, says Damien. Maybe I'll try that. I've heard rumors it's great. Stuffer says, what is this? Rest. Dahlia just heading out for the kitty cat. Good work, all resting or working. Good. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, if you have to head out, go ahead and head out. I'm actually going to probably end the stream in the next 10 minutes or so. So yeah. So if you need to jet, do so. This isn't like a class or anything for credit. So do what you need to do. Yes. Yes. Yeah. If you're ever stuck, like, I love handwriting. You know, you guys know that, you know, I journal by hand every day, and I start writing, each episode of Girl in Space by hand, definitely with an outline by hand. And then if I get stuck in a scene, I'll take out my notebook paper and I'll start writing, and the ideas will just come into my pen in a way that they don't when I'm typing. So yeah. So I think that's a great thing to try. If you're stuck, you know, it can't hurt. So yeah, definitely worth giving it a try. Good night, Anne. It's good to see you. Shannon says, found something that I wrote several years ago in the junk pile, and after reading it, I've decided I actually have grown as a writer over the last few years. Shannon, that's a beautiful realization. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. And honestly, it's one of the reasons that I journal too. I keep all of my journals and I look through them every once in a while, and it's a great reminder to see, oh, wow, I have really learned a lot even in the past 6 months. I have really grown. Wow, I am changing for the better. My style is getting better. My handwriting is, you know, whatever it is that is validating about that experience. Oh, Shannon, I love that. Yes, we get better at writing by writing. I know that a lot of people are often ashamed of their writing. It's not at the level that they want it to be, and so they don't write. Really, the only way that you're going to get to the level that you want to be at is to keep writing. The only way you can level up in writing is to keep writing. It's true of any artistic endeavor. If you want to get better at playing the piano, play your scales, practice, all of that good stuff. Yes. JC Fab says, rest is my good friend. Good. I like that. We demonize rest. Sorry, this is like, I don't know. I feel like this is all coming back to today's Right Now podcast episode, which again, you can find out on like Spotify, Apple Podcast, all the places, Google. We villainize rest. And we take pride in how busy we are and how much we're hurting ourselves. We don't need to do that. And again, it's something I'm still stuck in too. I'll be like, oh, I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. And that's like a badge of honor because it shows that you're tough and you're cool and you're dedicated or something. I don't know. I want us to get to a point where we're bragging like, I took a 3-hour nap today and then I had a slice of cake and it was amazing. I want us to like get really excited about taking care of ourselves. Is this something we can do? I don't know. Steffers is going to head out. Good. It's great to see you. Jay Michaela's heading out. Good. Yeah. And Anne says that doesn't work for me though. And like, not everything will work for everyone. If you are not a person who writes by hand, or if that's not something that you're able to do, yeah, that's totally fine. And there are other things that will work for you that don't work for other people. Drawing out storyboards, like using art, going out to Pinterest and making mood boards for your characters or playlists for your characters, or even outlining, even doing an additional outline, or doing outlining in a different way, like mapping out like the beats of the story instead of just like the plot events, like the emotional beats that you want to hit, like that can help uncover something. So yeah, not everything works for everyone. And that's just how we are. We're all different. We're all unique and individual artists, and we have to experiment and find what works best for us. It's and a lot of it's trial and error. I grew up handwriting because we didn't have a computer, and I didn't get a typewriter until I was in didn't get a typewriter until I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I had a computer in college. But and I think that's part of why handwriting works for me. It's like a connection with my childhood self who seemed to have like endless creativity. And I can channel that again when I handwrite. And so that's contextually why handwriting works for me and helps me from getting, creatively blocked. So you just have to experiment and see what works for you. It's a lot of trial and error, but it's all good for you. Jimmy says, I write all of my poems by hand and some of my stories, maybe half. Eventually, I get them into the computer machine with the punch cards and the clickety clack and the reel spinning. Is that anything like my typewriter? Yeah. And see, Sarah, Sarah says, strangely for me, words flow better when I'm typing because I don't have to worry about spelling mistakes, readability. Yeah. So again, yeah, it's going to be different for absolutely everyone. It's going to be different for everyone. 8 hours of sleep, moonshine cake. Yes, all of the good things. I want us to have all of the good things, you guys. All of the good things. Oh, Jimmy, I am terrible at Pinterest. I think I find more inspiration on Tumblr than I do on Pinterest, but that's just because I know how to use Tumblr and I'm not great at Pinterest. So no. I mean, you can create your own boards and reference your boards, or at least you used to be able to. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. It might not be. So sorry, I'm not super helpful with that question. So. Ooh, Tamara says, I find a lot of inspiration on TikTok. Yes, it's all that content that goes in and we curate it and then that comes out as our writing again. Yes. then you click on the board pages. Okay, so Jimmy, it sounds like there's some people who know what they're doing on Pinterest, and it is not me, but it looks like Sarah and some other folks here in the chat might be able to be helpful with Pinterest. Forsaken Fallen says, I wish I could write by hand, but I'll get like 2 sentences into an outline and my wrist is on fire and I have to stop. I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or tendonitis or what. I haven't been to the doctor because money. I totally get that. Just spilled a little sparkling water. Never hurt anybody, right? I hope I didn't startle you and give you a heart attack. Forsaken Fallen, I totally get this. And I know that a lot of people in our group, like I know Takara uses a special pad for writing, and different people use different methods. Some people dictate, essentially using a voice recorder to dictate their stories. So yeah, I don't know if that's helpful or not. I feel like we could do a whole thing on like writer's block and what it means to have writer's block and what it means to be stuck and how to get unstuck. It could even just be a little bit of walking backward in the story until you find the thing that's just not working or that's blocking you or holding you back. It's a really complicated topic. And not something that I can get into at 8:46 p.m. on a Wednesday because, as you know, I am elderly, and I tend to go to sleep early. So yeah, those of you who are wondering about Pinterest and all of these things, please keep the discussion going over on our Discord. If you are not a member of our Discord, come join us. It's super fun and friendly and positive, and there are a lot of excellent writers out there talking about writerly things. I'd love for you to join us. If you're not in it already, ask one of our mods here. Just shout out like, hey, can I get an invite to the Discord? And our mods will set you up. So yeah. Oh, you do. Oh, Shannon says my book writing is on the laptop, but all of my ideas, journaling, self-discovery, legacy writing, it's all by hand. And yes, I still name my journals. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. My friends, it has been a refreshing delight to my poor beleaguered brain to be here with all of you tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for sharing in this space with us. Thank you for sharing in creative solidarity with us. I love this community. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be a part of it. I'm so glad you're a part of it. I hope tonight was helpful. Sometimes we have off nights, and that's just what happens. Like I didn't finish my newsletter tonight, and I'm like, oh, I never finished my newsletter. Yeah, sometimes writing is hard. And we get through it together. So please do join us again. We do this every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. So that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, that's correct. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, just right here on Twitch and or Facebook. If you're watching via Facebook and you want to come over to Twitch, it's just twitch.tv/Sarah Ray Werner, as you can see spelled here on the screen. Yeah. Oh, J. Michael DeAngelis says, best part of my day. Thank you, friend. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for all of you. Again, thank you for being here. I hope that you had a good / insightful time. And I am already looking forward to seeing you at our next Create Along. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the sparkling water that I spilled all over my desk and which is not yet dripping onto my pants, for which I am also grateful. And I'm going to bid you a very excellent good evening. All right, friends, take good care of yourselves. I'm going to get rid of this banner and I'm going to get rid of my face from your screen. So bye for now.